This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know. Yeah. Whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', huh? Right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast go ahead, stand up. Put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. Cool love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick, I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine. Wifey is fine. I'm feeling fine. Glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up. All that I ask. Wherever you headed, you headed the fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas.
He's heating up.
Whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future
He's
is
on
black.
fire.
Bad like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. Oh. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Expecto Swole Trono!
Papa Swolio's fucking arrived.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 22 hundo and 93 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole, yo back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 Flexing on
fucking
all
Catalina
you.
wine.
Yeah, it's the fucking Catalina wine. And I think Rufus just.
Fucking Catalina wine.
I think Rufus just fart. He just farted. I think he just ripped ass. Oh my God! It is a rainstorm out there. It just started pouring right when we started streaming. So hopefully we don't lose like power or something like that. So it looks like the bandwidth is coming back. I don't know. It just got like thunder. You heard like big, explosions of, thunder and lightning. So pretty awesome sounding. Maybe not ideal for a podcast, but let's hope that we can push this man stream through, because as you know, fam, the knowledge cock can get pretty thick. So can you imagine? Just think about it. Think about how much bandwidth is required to get that knowledge cock in there. Think how much bandwidth to fucking shove that shit in there. Am I right or am I fucking right?
Emotional damage.
Every time I go live, the internet's like, emotional damage. Oh my God. All right, fam, how are we doing? Welcome to the show. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and check all the links down below for swolenormousx.com. We are streaming on every channel known to Schman, thedailyswole.com for all those links. And we got a great show today, so let's just jump right into it. How we doing? Not Batman's Robin. How we doing? Josh, Loretta, Tyler, Giovanni, Brandon, Amy. We got peeps in the Daily Swole Telegram chat. How we doing? Loretta, Jellybeth. We got Dalton, Jarella, of course, Tyler, Heidi, Kim, fucking everyone here. Danny, what up, beaches? Let's get a little Hadouken. All right, fam. I hope you smashed. I hope you went to the fucking gym. Another reminder to go to the fucking gym if you haven't. Let's get a little tainty boy. Aww. Little tainty cam for all you beaches. He's conveniently off the screen. I think I'm going to have to change the camera angle because he just, no matter where I put the camera, he'll just find a way to get off the camera. I don't know why he's so camera shy. But anyway, it's Tainty Tuesday. Let's bust this nut wide open, summon the Falcon, and have a great fucking show. Here we go, beaches. Nailed it. Fucking absolutely crushed it. All right, hashtag Tainty Magooch. Now, here's the deal. I decided to go complete light green with the text so it's see-through, and I love it. I love seeing the flag and seeing the colors through the card, but it is a light green, so hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. We got P3S4 that's dropping in just a couple days, a week from today. Super fucking stoked about that. I cannot wait. We'll get into all of that in just a second. Actually, let me open up those thumbnails so we can talk about it. But hashtag Tainty Magooch. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Now, if you're not aware of what a Tainty Magooch is, fam, why don't we educate the masses? Drop what a define Tainty Magooch in the comments down below. We'll put that scroll at the bottom of the screen. Of course, hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. That being said, let's spit on it and get into that tip. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Yeah, it's cold outside. All right, don't be a boosh. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch, and you don't want to be a Tainty Magooch. I promise you, you don't want to be. All right, a couple announcements. Like I just mentioned, we have P3S4, Papa Swole's signature series, drops the 4th edition on the 23rd. So that's a week from today. So from midnight to midnight on next Tuesday, you'll have an opportunity to purchase it. I will put a link, of course, inside your account when you log in, but I will be announcing the link and I'll be promoting it. We'll be talking about, of course, the days leading to it, and I'll be swole texting you. I'll let you know. But you all know that you have that day, every 100 episodes, we drop a new edition. This is the 4th one that we've done. So on the day of episode 2300, 24 hours for purchase of your mystery signature series. But one thing that I can guarantee is that it's going to be fucking awesome and you're going to absolutely love it. And of course, the week after, the following Monday, man, we are just fucking on fire. The following Monday, we have our Back to Swole release party, and let's get a little America for that. Yo. So this coming Monday, this coming Monday? The Monday after next Monday. So after the signature series on the 29th at 12 noon, in place of our normal accountability meeting, we have our Back to Swole release party. Major releases for unlimited members and premium members. It's going to be fucking fire. We're going to drop some serious knowledge cock, but it's going to be serious like training and programming cock. It's going to be a lot of meat going down on the Back to Swole release party. So everyone's going back to school. We get back to Swole and we make sick fucking gains because we have to. We have to, as it leads into Fuck Your Resolution season. We're right around the corner for Fuck Your Resolution season. So we got to make sure that we're making some sick fucking gains ahead of time. Everyone's going to start making excuses. We got the holidays coming up. Everyone's going to be going away for Thanksgiving and Christmas, or excuses because October is the month of Halloween. So just because it's October, all of a sudden, you can eat shit all fucking month because on the 31st, children put on costumes and ask for candy, so it gives you an excuse to eat absolute dog shit for a month. You know, all those fucking excuses. So I'm going to be lit and rage for, the entire season, and everyone's going to get offended. Oh my God, it's just a holiday. Just be nice. It's just one time, when they've been eating and face fucking themselves with garbage the entire fucking year, as if they need an excuse. They need an excuse. People have been smashing their face with trash all year round. And I'm the bad guy for being like, stop eating garbage. But it's Halloween. But it's Thanksgiving. But it's Christmas. But it's New Year's. But it's Valentine's Day. But it's Easter. But it's 4th of July. But it's Super Bowl. Yeah. But my fucking thyroid. Fuck your goddamn thyroid.
Go fuck
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Let's get into some Swole fan posts. You can all go fuck your couch. You got a couch. You got a love seat. Fuck that love seat. First post here from Andrew inside the Swole Fam discussion boards on Swolenormous X. Andrew writes, hello, everyone new to this. I've tried other programs, but none seem to work. I figured I should give this one a try. Diesel mechanic by trade, by week, and truck driver on the weekend. So not much in the spare time department, but giving it my best try. I'm trying to lose some weight and gain muscle, so this seems to be the right place for me. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Andrew. Well, welcome to the fam. A lot of trying. You said the word trying a lot. All right. How about doing? How about executing? So obviously you've got very physical jobs and you're busy. Cool. Stop giving your best try and do what you need to do. You got this, man. You definitely are in the right place, but stop trying, start doing. We're going to set you straight. We're going to set you straight and make sure we hold your feet to the fire. So welcome to the fam, Andrew. The knowledge cock will slap a little bit harder across your chin. Nuts for Andrew's chin. Welcome to the fam, bro. I'm just joking around. Kind of joking. Definitely some nuts for your chin. Angie says, hey everyone, I'm Angie from Tennessee. I've been morbidly obese my entire adult life. Just ready to really buckle down and fix what I've broken. I followed Swolenormous on Instagram for a long time now. I love the no sugarcoating content he posts and find myself watching the reels thinking, yeah, you're right. It is me. I need to change. So here I am diving in. Let's fucking go.
Hello, baby.
I don't
Let's
know how
fucking
to put
go.
this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Let's fucking go. I'm telling you, it's easier when you take the responsibility. When you say it's me, then guess who has the power to change? You or me, I guess, however that was grammatically correct. If you're waiting for someone else to change for you, if you're blaming someone else for your problems, you're not in control of the solution. How are you going to form a solution if it's someone else's fault? Take responsibility. It's your fault. You're the one that's stuffing your face with crap. You're the one that's not exercising. You're the one that's not taking care of your 7 pillars. It's fucking you. It's you. I'm not saying you had an easy life. I'm not saying you didn't deal with some kind of trauma. I'm not saying you didn't have to deal with some bullshit that maybe wasn't your fault, but it's your responsibility now to take action. So what the fuck is going on with you? Take some action. Take some action. Put those nuts on your own chin. You know, do yourself a favor. Sack yourself. Give yourself a little sack, a little love sack. It's the love sack in the little love, right? Instead of the love shack, the love sack. Oh my God, Papa Swolio sings, new album dropping real soon. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card.
Yow.
Oh my God, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm not even heating up anymore. I'm just roasting.
He's on fire!
I'm burnt to a crisp. Papa Swolio's well done. I'm well done already. All right, we got a post here from Christy. Let's see if she's complaining about leg day here. We got some eggs and Bernernies on the plate. Let's see what she's got here. Happy Saturday, fam. Just did a quick 3-mile walk and made a little camping breakfast. Someone in the Facebook group a couple weeks ago asked about how to pack food for camping. My answer was pack what you always eat at home. Facts. This is what I just ate. Yes, I have a camper and used an electric skillet, but a portable grill works for nearly all food if you use flat pans and small skillets on it if needed. And cast iron works great over an open fire. There is really no excuse to just pack and eat chips and grabby foods. It takes a little more thought before heading out to camp. When we tent camp at bike rallies, I still take ground beef from home, bacon, eggs, fruits. Just putting this out there for any excuse makers in here. Goddamn right. Good for you. And thank you for sharing. And it's like, what should I eat? I'm going camping. What'd you think people used to do when they hunted? They would go hunt and they would, clean the animal. They would strip it, all that shit. And they would put it on a fire, take out a cast iron and cook. You bring eggs, you bring beef, and that's all the food that you need. All you need is protein and fat. You don't need to suck down tons of carbs or grab some fruit. So if you're traveling, bring yourself some grass-fed beef and shit like that. Buy some fruit or bring some fruit. That's awesome, Christy. Stay on it. Stay on it. And that's when people ask me, hey, Papa Swole, I'm on the road a lot. What should I eat? And I say, what do you do, Papa Swole, when you're traveling? I eat the foods that I would normally eat. I just prepare it beforehand, or I plan to purchase and cook it wherever I am. You eat the same foods. Just bring it with you. What do you eat for a snack? The same food that I would eat for a meal, just less of it. Or I would just eat a bigger meal and then not eat. You don't have to always have food in your face. You don't always have to be eating. And if you eat quality, nutrient-dense food, you can go much longer without eating. Intermittent fasting, aka not stuffing your face all day long. Javier. Hey fam, my name is Javier. Nice to meet you all. I just wanted to ask if you have any recommendations on which program to follow because I only have a couple of dumbbells and a TRX suspension band. Thank you for the help. Well, Javier, I'm assuming you're an unlimited member, so I would recommend the 90-day dash. You can always swap out certain exercises. TRX, the suspension trainer, is great. Those things are fantastic. You can attach them to trees, top of the door. You can do all sorts of things with a TRX, so that's great. You also would, it also depends on the goals that you have. So if you want to put on a ton of mass, you're going to be limited with those things, but you could still build a ton of muscle. I would also look into the Swole Mastery program because that's body weight. And then you could also add in extra exercises with the TRX. So good shit, man. Good shit. Good for you. Good for you. If you have any questions, if you're looking to aggressively swap out exercises, obviously, if you're not doing the 90-day dash as prescribed, you're customizing a little bit. It might not be exactly on point if you don't have access to certain exercises or things like that. But you can post up in the Telegram chat or the Facebook group, and we'll be happy to help you with some swap outs because TRX, you could do pretty much everything with it. Of course, the overload is not the same as using dumbbells or barbells, but you can definitely use body weight for a lot of different things. So good for you. Good for you. Let's see. Last post here from, hold on, let me zoom this out. From Joanne. Still didn't make it to the gym at 4 a.m., but yoga in front of the fire is not that bad of a substitute. Still finding that morning routine that's going to work with everything else I'm doing. Tomorrow I have a plan for a new course of action. We will see how it goes. But for now, a bit of yoga and some brain gains right here isn't a bad thing. Keep crushing it, fam. And no, it certainly is not. You have to adapt and adjust and stay consistent. And, to get a morning routine or to figure out the ideal routine for you, sometimes it takes a while. But keep on trying it, keep on tweaking, and you'll find the flow that works best for you. And there you go. And there you have it, Bishes. Okay, let's get into some questions. Ask Papa Swolio. So if you have questions, make sure you drop in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. And we'll get into the first one from Instagram. This one is from Dio Enriquez. Papa Swole, to fix an imbalanced bicep and tricep, should I cut or bulk? That has nothing to do with the question that you're asking. So cutting or bulking has nothing to do with it. You need to be strengthening the one that's weaker. And maybe there's some imbalances there with your posture or how you're executing the movements. You might want to do some more unilateral movements, but cutting or bulking, I mean, you want to build muscle, make sure you're getting sufficient protein, but the cutting or bulking, you're not going to bulk in one area. If you're eating a caloric excess or, stuff like that, you're going to put on weight all over, gain fat, retain more water and such. So cutting or bulking means nothing. Most people are trying to cut. And this is what's frustrating when people are new to training or trying to work on these specific things. They're trying to cut, but you don't have anything you're cutting to. So many people try to cut. They're skinny fat. I want to cut and get muscular. You're going to look like a skinny, someone have like a concentration camp. What are you cutting to? You don't have any muscle mass. You don't have anything. You don't have any structure. Build muscle. Eat sufficient protein. Get quality sleep. Lift some heavy fucking weights. Build muscle. I'm telling you. Build muscle. Stop trying to cut. There's nothing you're cutting to. Grizzly Magnum, Papa Swole, why is it some women, parentheses, fat ones, expect men to accept them as they are, but if the shoe is on the other foot, they are quick to give their 2 cents? Because they're full of shit. And it's easier to blame someone else for their thoughts and their feelings rather than take action and be healthier. Women have high standards, and men will, I don't know. I mean, men will fuck almost anything. Women tend to have higher standards, and people don't like to hear that. But, a lot of people are hypocrites too. They're usually just full of shit, though. Yeah. It's easier to blame someone else for your issues than to take action and create better habits. Nobody's ugly after 2 a.m. Yeah, you get a couple beers in you. You get a couple drinks in you. You wake up, you just fucked a tree. And you're like, what the hell? You're in the woods half naked. What the fuck just happened? All right. Let's take some more questions. Ooh. Is that for me? Sounds like we got a call on the Swole line. All right. So some of you yesterday noticed we have a new question submission feature. If you go to askpapaswolio.com, you can submit an audio question. Today's first question is from Aiden Perez. Let's take a question.
Can you pick some of the healthiest fast food menu items and completely shit on how unhealthy they are?
I like it. Okay. Can you pick some of the healthiest fast food items and then completely shit on how unhealthy they are? Well, then methinks they're not really that healthy. The healthiest fast food items. Are there? I mean, if you are absolutely forced to eat fast food, then just order the meat. Forget the bun. The problem is most of these places are cooking the meat in vegetable oil. So it's not going to be really healthy. Whenever he moves, he just kicks the wall. This is why I can't have cards on the bottom of the wall. So I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to put them on wood or something, or put a plexiglass on the bottom, because all he does is just kick it all the time. Yeah, there aren't many good options, but if you're going to eat something from a fast food place, make sure that you're eating just the meat. Just get the patties and stuff like that. The problem is how they're cooked. So you can ask if they can cook them a different way, or you might have an option. If you say you have a certain food allergy, maybe they have a lot of places. If you have a certain request, they will be able to abide by that because they do want to have more customers. So if you have a specific allergy, you can mention that, or say, hey, I have an allergy to vegetable oils. Do you have foods, or how do you cook your meat? Or is there a way that you can cook it in a different manner? It's definitely not really meat. A lot of this stuff isn't quality meat. There's like stabilizers and, preservatives put in it. But at the same time, if you're forced to, and most people aren't forced to eat fast food. Most people aren't forced to. You could just fast. Forget the food, just fast. And this is not an eating disorder. This is not an eating disorder, by the way, to just not eat. Oh my God, you're starving yourself. No, waiting to eat real food is not an eating disorder. It's good to fast. It's good for your mind. It's good for your body. You don't have to eat nonstop. If you're normally eating several times a day, guess when you're going to get hungry? Several times a day. You will get hungry. I've done it before. When like 20 years ago, when I was like eating just religiously because I wanted to bulk. I was eating literally every 2 hours. I would get hungry every 2 hours. I would start feeling my stomach would be like, "Rrr." I would feel hungry because my body was used to eating every 2 hours. Did I need to eat? Of course not. Was I going to die if I didn't eat? Of course not. I wasn't starving, but your body will get used to the frequency of consumption and your brain will be like, hey, we're supposed to eat now, aren't we? Hey, we're supposed to eat now, aren't we? Hey, this is about time that we eat. So your body will just get used to that flow. Yeah, vegetable oil is literally industrial waste. Like we shouldn't be consuming it for sure. Jarella, I literally never eat fast food. Never. I don't know why people act like you have to sometimes. Yeah, I don't get it. Kim, I don't think the meat is actually meat at fast food places. Often it isn't. Let's see. Grizzly, what are your thoughts on these fast food places putting up how many calories each meal is? I find it pointless if I'm being honest. It is pretty pointless. I don't know if there's any law behind it. Is there a law? Was anything passed, or did people just complain about it in the past? So then the food companies started putting it up. Look, if you're going to a fast food place and you're concerned about the calories, you have your priorities completely fucked. If you're going to McDonald's and like, oh, well, that's too many calories, you're fucking retarded, okay? You're not in the right place. Richard, Papa Swole, would you ever chop your mane off? My hair or my beard? And there's a no on both. So, would I? In terms of what? Like, are you offering me a significant sum of money? Everyone has their price. I mean, because it would grow back. Like, it depends on how much money. It would have to be substantial. Like, really substantial. And it's not because I have an ego or anything like that. It's like, but you would have to, for me to do something for money, it would have to be some serious change. Trace Swan, Papa Swole, did you see the White House Conference on Health and Nutrition is being led by a man who published a paper saying Lucky Charms and kale are healthier than eggs, chicken breast, and ground beef? I haven't heard any of this, but from what you said, if you said that, that's completely ass backwards and asinine and stupid. In my opinion. Florentina, Papa Swole, I feel bad when I drink fresh milk. What do you consider fresh milk? Raw milk? Because there's no such thing as fresh milk that's not raw. But when I drink lactose-free milk or eat cheese or yogurt, I feel okay. Do you think I should give up dairy? Well, all of that is dairy. It's just different types of, it's a different process to get to cheese or yogurt. You might want to look into raw dairy and see how you feel. You could also look into, there's raw dairy from A2. You might want to look into A2. It's a different type of protein. A2 casein. Some people have better digestion or try goat's milk but if you want to go into try raw, if anything, I think you should give up anything that fucks you up. If you feel shitty when you drink pasteurized milk, then don't drink pasteurized milk. If you feel great drinking raw milk, then drink raw milk. Or raw butter. Or you might want to use things like butter or ghee, Ghee. You'll feel a lot better, potentially. It's just usually the casein or lactose component of it. You definitely don't need dairy. You don't need it, that's for sure. You definitely don't need it. Ah, yes, Jarella, the government wants to eat bugs and zero meat because of the climate change. Yes. Oh, yes. The boogeyman is back. It's getting warmer in some places. You mean it's going to be better for humans to live on this planet? Oh, my goodness. More people die from cold than from heat, so check yourself, bitches. Mane as in hair, and yet everyone does have a price. Just curious what yours might be. I don't know. It's all theoretical. Someone's like, if someone gave you like, $10,000, no, fuck no. 100K? I mean, what? Like my hair? Like shave it? If you would have to have it there for me. I'd prefer, give me 100K, give me Bitcoin. I'm much more, my ears are up. I'm listening. Fuck your dirty fiat trash. Matt the Great, Papa Swole, do you ever drink green tea? Are there any benefits of drinking only green tea instead of coffee? I mean, I never, in my opinion, and just my experience, green tea is like the most overrated shit I've ever had. I've never had green tea that I thought tasted good. It's all just bland, bitter, just gross. Coffee is good. I'm probably going to be weaning off coffee. I just don't feel as good on it as I used to. I already feel great in the morning with quality sleep, and I cold plunge first thing. I'm awake. I'm ready. I'm good to go. I feel just like coffee is just a little bit, it's just dehydrating. So I'm starting to like drink a lot less coffee. Maybe I'm trying to get down. I'm going to get down to like just one little tiny cup and then maybe cut it out completely. But we'll see. It's always good to cycle off those things or take some days off. But 1 cup of coffee a day, if you're getting good night's sleep, it can give you a little boost. Drink it an hour and a half, 2 hours after you get up, maybe before a workout. So that's what I've been doing. I'll get up, I'll do my morning routine, and then I'll have like a little coffee, boom, and I have my workout. So bing, bang, boom. With natural honey, it tastes good. Yeah, because you're just drinking. Honey tastes good, though. This is the fucking thing. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Honey is delicious. So you put honey on a lot of things, it's going to taste better, of course. That's why people are like, oh, I hate broccoli, but I like it with cheese all over it. It's like, yeah, you like real fucking food. You like protein and fat, and you want protein and fat with a little crunchy. Broccoli tastes like asshole. If you put bacon all over it, wow, this broccoli tastes great. I wonder why. The bacon or the cheese is drowning out the shitty tree that you're eating. Green tea is gross. It's always been gross. Just my opinion. You can like it, but of course you can like it. You can like whatever you want. But you're here asking my opinion, so Papa gonna give it to you. I got
hairy legs.
I too have hairy legs. I too have hairy legs. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today. Swole card, we'll take a couple more questions. Yeah, bone broth can be a good thing. In replacement of coffee, I mean, it's definitely nowhere. It's obviously not the same mechanism or anything, but bone broth is great. If you're looking for something to take a place of coffee, like the warm beverage, like for sure. Josie, Papa Swolio, thoughts on the recommendation to wear sunscreen every day, even in cold climates? I live close to the equator. I'm in Florida and I don't wear sunscreen. So my thoughts are, it's laughable. Sunscreen is full of just toxins and chemicals that you should not be putting on your body. You need sun. Yeah. Cold climates. No, that's nonsense. Those are my thoughts on it. I don't wear sunblock and I'm in Florida. You get too hot, then go inside. If you don't want to get as much sun on your face because you don't want, I don't know, some women are like freaking out, I want sun on my face, then just wear a hat, right? Trace, have you ever tried butter in your coffee? Yeah, I used to drink like the bulletproof coffee, but I stopped that. Some people like some butter. I love butter. You could do that. You can do it. I mean, if you want sweeteners, raw honey, quality like maple syrup and stuff like that, fruit, dates, things are great. Yeah, fuck your broccoli, man. Ryan, what about free range broccoli? That's a good question.
Matt Damon.
Jen says green tea tastes like dead fish to me. Dead fish. Dead fish. Yeah, that's a good question. Good point. Ooh. Anyone, by the way, can anyone pinpoint that ringtone? Some of you, that's going to be some memories. Who can guess what that ringtone's from? Come on. Who knows that ring? Somebody knows that ring. All right, so this one's from Eric. Let's take a question from Eric. Remember, if you want to submit a question, go over to askpapaswolio.com. I'll put that link in the show notes down below for the audio podcast, and we'll read your question on the show.
Hey, Papa Swolio. How's it going? Sorry to bug you, man. Love your stuff.
Thank you.
So my question is that say that you kind of work a hard labor job like landscaping or construction work of some sort. How do you balance going to the gym, doing your hard labor job, and all of that, if that kind of makes sense? Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
First off, Joe, who is it? Joe nailed it. Motorola Razr. Good one, Joe. The Razr. Maybe the Nokia. Maybe the Nokia had the same one. It was. I looked up Motorola. I looked up Razr for the ringtone. So I don't know. Maybe Nokia had the same one. I'm sure they're all pretty close at that time. Was it Nokia too? Yeah. All right. So, Eric, how do you balance going to the gym with a hard labor job? So if you have any thoughts, a lot of you have labor jobs. I've always said this, go first. I've worked really long days and, I've done jobs of various labor. I've worked at like hardware stores and I'm loading shit all the time and, lifting machinery and, for repairs and stuff like that. So, it's not construction per se, but there's a lot of laborious jobs and you should be prioritizing your training. Your body gets very used to that kind of overload. When it comes to, a lot of people think, hey, I work construction, so I don't need to go to the gym. I don't need to train because I'm always lifting things. It's not the same. When you're doing focused training, one, it's for you. When you're lifting and working for your job, it's not for you. You're providing a service for monetary value. You're trading your time and your human energy for money. So you can purchase things, so you can have a house, so you can have a car, so you can buy food and things like that, be a part of society. But your training is for you. You're investing in your health and you're doing targeted exercise that's going to reduce anxiety, that's going to give you more energy, that's going to give you more strength, more endurance. Your first impression would be that if you lift in the morning, you're going to be exhausted. I'm lifting in the morning, so I'm going to be exhausted from my work all day. It's actually the opposite. It seems like you'll be fatigued. It seems like you will be draining yourself if you work out before you do a labor job, but it's quite the opposite. You're just going to have a sick fucking pump all day. You're going to have a sick fucking pump all day. You're going to feel good. It's going to wake you up. And guess what? There's nothing better than going through your day knowing that you did something for yourself first. You had a win. One of the problems also with going after work, and I don't care if I appreciate the question, Eric. Thanks for asking. I don't care if you have a labor job or not. When you go after work, some of you do this. And I just saw Frank pop up. He says, I go right after work, keep moving or don't sit down or you won't go. That might work for some people. But if you wait to go after work, for the vast majority of people, you're going to make a lot more excuses. You're going to be tired. You're going to be drained. It's going to be rainy, the weather, there's going to be bad traffic. Something's going to happen. You're giving life more chances to throw roadblocks in your way. You're giving opportunities for more things to go wrong. That's going to interrupt you investing in yourself. And you should be prioritizing yourself first. If you have to go to work at 7, then train at 6. You have to go to work at 6 and train at 5. Get some kettlebells at your house and do fucking half an hour of kettlebells, 5 to 5:30. Boom, you're out the door. Get it done. Do it first. I'm telling you, do it first. And when Eric is saying, like, how do you balance it? There is no work-life balance. There is no balance. That's nonsense. That's bullshit. And balance it's different for everyone. So that phrase, that concept of work-life balance or whatever kind of balance you're thinking of is really just like an everything in moderation. Oh, balance. It's an excuse to not do. It's just bullshit. It's a bullshit excuse to not do. There is no balance. It's whatever you need to do. Everyone's life and schedule is going to look different. But the question is, did you do what you need to do or did you not do what you need to do? Just go first. Go first. Go fucking first. Go first. Question here from YouTube. Vinny, good question coming, I hope. Let's see. Yeah, good question. Papa Swole, is there a big difference between using the steam room or the sauna? Oh, and did a cold plunge today? Damn, first one. Love you, Papa. Thank you, Vinny. Good for you. What kind of cold plunge did you do? Just like ice in a bucket or something like that? Good for you. A big difference. I've used steam rooms before. Now, I can't give you like the technical studies or breakdowns, but the research and the feedback from the benefits of this type of therapy in terms of hot and cold has been around like classic steam saunas, like saunas with the rocks. You can put, fluids on it and stuff like that. The infrared saunas, I don't know if there's actually any technical research out on that. Personally, I'm just not a fan of those. I like the classic sauna, which is why I have one. I just prefer that. But I mean, I would do which one. I mean, if you have the option to do both, like try it, mix it up. I don't think there's anything wrong with a steam room. The difference is with the steam room, obviously, I don't think the steam room can get as hot because you have like the moisture in the air, like it'll burn you too much. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I do like the dry sauna just because, it really gets you sweating. It really challenges your body to cool itself off. And I just think back to when I used to be a member at 24 Hour Fitness. It was like a fucking long time ago. I remember they didn't have I don't know if they had a sauna. They had a steam room though. And I remember going in there. I just found it oftentimes like hard to breathe. It just wasn't something that I preferred, but I do like the regular sauna. So you kind of make it a steam sauna. So if I put like little water on the rocks, it's going to give like some steam. So I can do that too. So a big difference. I mean, do whichever one you have access to. But I prefer doing the standard dry sauna. And my assumption would be that you could actually go hotter just because you're not putting so much moisture in the air. You're able to take it up to a higher temperature. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Just logically, it makes sense. You'd be able to get it to a hotter temperature. And one of the things that's beneficial from a sauna is because you are challenging your body. So you do get a lot of great benefits from the sauna in terms of cardio mimicking benefits. So if you have any of those trackers or things for your heart rate, I think I talk about this a bunch. I did like 2 years ago, I bought the Whoop strap and got like a year, and I used it for a couple months and then just took it off because it was annoying as fuck. And it was intermittent and it left like a mark on my wrist. I'm like, this thing is fucking trash. I'm just not big into like the data like that. But what I did notice when I went into the sauna, I would see the heart rate, vroom, and it looked like from a heart rate standpoint, if I was looking at the heart rate, it looked like I was doing cardio. It looked like I was doing steady state cardio at a high level. So you get cardio, it's called, cardio mimicking benefits. Obviously, you don't get the same exact adaptations because I'm not actually running or doing cardio at the moment, but it challenges your cardiovascular system in a very similar way. Vinny, I agree with breathing, and I agree the sauna felt better. Yeah, so if you have access to both, it's not like you go in the steam room. You're going to be in trouble. I also think in terms of like having one, that a sauna is much easier to stay clean, just from a hygienic standpoint, because of all the moisture in a steam room. It can get pretty funky in there pretty quick. Just some thoughts. Giovanni, question from Giovanni. Papa Swole, what do you think taking organ supplements? I'm thinking of getting some liver supplements because I don't have access to the real deal. Have you gone online? There's a lot of places you can order grass-fed beef liver online. You can start with the supplements. There's nothing wrong with that. Or if you're traveling, the supplements can be great. But as long as you're getting it in, that's a great start. But I would definitely look online and type in, raw beef liver. There's a lot of places, especially since it's gotten a lot more popular, grass-fed organ meats and, raw dairy and things like that. It's just become a lot more popular. So a lot of farms and a lot of places that didn't used to sell online are now selling online. And, when things get popular, more and more people get into the business of it because it's more opportunity. So as much as you have the government and people trying to get you to eat soy, corn, pea protein, and fucking crickets, you have a lot more people that are like, yeah, I'd rather not be sick, frail, and die. So, let's continue investing in real food for healthy humans. So let's fucking go.
And that's the way, I like it. We'll see you in the sunshine band.
All right, we got to get into some balls deep. So let's take one more question, shall we? That's my favorite sound. That's my favorite fucking sound. Let's take one more from Brett. Let's take one more from Brett.
Hey, Papa Swolio. I just
What up,
wanted
Ish?
to ask what your opinion is on eggs. Chicken eggs, that is.
All right, Brett, good question. I do like eggs. I think you'd have to try that for yourself and see how you like to prepare the eggs. I would try to find corn and soy free chickens from pasture raised chickens. You can order them online. You can find them online. Sometimes you could find them from local farms. Most of the cage free and cage free or free range eggs are just the same thing as being locked in a pen. There's it's such a big loophole. There's a lot of marketing and advertising making it seem like, oh, they're free range. They're not really free range. They're still in a barn. They're barely getting sunlight. They're barely getting out. So you want to opt for pastured chicken, and you want to opt for corn and soy free eggs if you can. Personally, I've been kind of on and off. I haven't had eggs in a while, but I used to eat raw eggs a lot. But I prefer, if I do, I eat raw yolks. I think the egg whites kind of fuck me up. I've tried different things. Sometimes I have like digestive issues from eggs. Sometimes I don't. It's interesting. I've tried scrambled, over easy, hard. I tried different types of consuming eggs, and sometimes it's hit or miss. I still haven't nailed down if I have egg issues, if it was the type of egg I was consuming, if it was the manner of preparation. So I'm still I'm definitely a fan of eggs, but some people have issues with eggs, and don't underestimate the impact of what the animal eats and its effect on you. So you are what you ate. Seriously, it goes in their body, it goes right in yours. There are people that have serious autoimmune issues from eating lower quality chicken because the chickens are fed corn, soy, XYZ. So it's very important to get from healthy animals. All right, let's get into some balls deep content. Good shit, fam. Good shit. That's deep. Good questions. Good questions. Excellent. And thank you, everyone, we got a bunch of people that sent in audio questions. Fam, if you want your questions featured on the Mancast, head on over to askpapaswolio.com. If you go to the links page from TikTok or Instagram, you'll see the button there as well. But go to askpapaswolio.com and you can submit a question and we'll feature it here on the show. Super stoked. And thank you everyone for submitting those questions. I did send out a link yesterday to the Swole fam, so a bunch of you jumped on that. But if you have a question or a topic, you can also bring something up like, hey, what do you think? Maybe you already know the answer to something, but you kind of want my opinion on it. Make sure you go to askpapaswolio.com and submit your question. And for those of you that are listening to the podcast, I'll put that link in the show notes down below. That way you can just click and head on over there and submit your question. All right. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Speaking of a tainty boy, look at the tainty man himself. The tainty man is the sleepiest. He's the sleepiest. And I got little Pinks and Churchill. They're both in the same position, but she's completely knocked out here. I don't have a church cam. She's on the church perch, but I don't have a church cam. I probably should just get one like right here that's pointing straight down at her. Maybe we'll think about that. We'll get a little church cam over here. All right, let's get into some balls deep content. What do we got here, fam? What do we got for them, people? What kind of bullshit have we scraped the interwebs for? Oh my God. No. No. Oh God, fam. Here we go. Pick a number. Pick a number. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3.
What's in the box?
1, 2.
We choose truth over facts.
I got the soundboard ready for this one. One of these I have the soundboard ready for. All right, drop the comments. We'll let them come through. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. getting back to the egg question, some of you were saying how they like eggs and stuff. I've never had any issues with raw egg yolks. Never had any issues. So anyone that's like, hey, but what about salmonella or whatever like that? I've been eating raw eggs for like 20 plus years. I've never had any issues. At the same time, I guess it doesn't mean that there wasn't any of these bacteria, ever in the eggs, but my digestive system has just never had a problem with it. I suppose. Never had an issue. So whenever someone's like, but don't you get sick from raw liver or raw heart or raw bone marrow? Not yet. It's been quite a long time. Quite a long time. Let's go Vinny C. Vinny Cambria, number 2. Let's get a little golf clap. Number 2.
Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there.
Number 2.
Like a little lady in a race car.
Number 2. Number dos. Who does number 2 work for? This is called... Oh my God. What in the actual fuck is that? Holy shit. It looks like Harry Potter and Matilda had like a failed abortion. And this came out and ate a lot of fast food. Oh, what the fuck is this? Okay, this is called fat phobia definition. It's a response to a TikTok question, as these oft are. The question says, so it's fat phobic to not want to be fat? How? Let's hear what it has to say.
Hey, silly goose.
Ha!
I'm going to teach you something today. Now, I know that words are hard and using your fingers are hard, and sometimes you need people on the internet to do the work for you.
Looking at your face is hard. Let's just put that out there.
I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
That's a
not
thing.
Really, it's your face.
That's a thing that's going on right now. God, kill it with fire. All right, let's continue.
So, let's check this out. Phobia, the definition: an extreme or irrational fear of or aversion to something.
So fat phobia doesn't exist. An extreme or irrational fear. There's no irrational fear to want to be healthy. I want to be healthy. Wanting to be healthy doesn't mean you're afraid of fat. There's no need to be afraid of fat. You just take care of your health and you don't have to worry about it. It's just not an issue. You hear that? It's not an issue. It's not a concern. There's no need to be afraid of it. You just take care of your health and boom, not a concern. So there's that.
So a phobia is a fear. We gathered that. Let's look at what this has to say about fat phobia.
Doesn't exist. Made up.
Fat phobia defined as a pathological fear of fatness. So yeah.
Okay. No one's afraid of fatness like that. If you're afraid of fat people, I got good news for you. Just walk through a door, or meander, or saunter away, or climb a short flight of stairs, and you'll be safe. Get on an airplane because they want to have a fucking... I can't get on. I can't fit in the seat. Okay.
Fat phobia is the literal definition of being afraid of being fat.
Okay.
That's literally what it is.
Lieutenant
So,
Dan.
I mean, next time think before you post stuff. Get on the internet, do your research.
Is that it?
But just don't make that mistake again because you look silly.
Did you just, you didn't answer the person's question. So it's fat phobia. So it's fat phobic to not want to be fat. How? Exactly. Oh my God. You weren't even successful. You're the stupid one. Oh, you went through all that patronizing bullshit and that condescending tone to be completely wrong. I mean, what else is new? The question was, so it's fat phobic to not want to be fat. How? That's not irrational. As per the definition, that's not irrational. It's not a pathological fear of fatness. The person's saying it's fat phobic to not want to be fat. I don't want to be fat. You ask me, Papa Swole, do you want to be fat? No. It's like, Papa Swolio, do you want to punch yourself in the dick? No. Papa Swolio, do you want to take a red hot poker and shove it directly up your asshole? No. Is that a pathological fear of hot pokers in my asshole? I mean, actually, maybe. Maybe. That sounds horrific. All right. Was that a good analogy? I don't know, but this person's stupid.
How about I
Send him
send you a
hobo's
hobo's dick cheese?
I'll tell you what, telling someone that they're not intelligent and having those types of facial piercings and Harry Potter glasses and yellow hair, I mean, is she trying to be a furry? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. It looks like, she looks like, what are those, all right, I'm not a Star Wars, like, expert. What were the little bears in the second one? What were those little, like, the Ewoks, right? She looks like an Ewok. She looks like a Harry Potter Ewok. And Harry Potter had a baby with an, I don't know, Harry Potter had sex with some Ewoks. And you popped out. Right? It's like a Harry Potter Ewok combo. Last 5 minutes of my life could easily be refunded. Please. The Ewoks. All right. We're gonna do the last part. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call this one. This one's on me. I'm gonna go with the first one because the last one, there's no coming back after the last one. I'm just very excited about the last one. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick number 1. They're both horrific and scary. I don't know. This one might be the scariest one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one first. We'll do number 1. This one's titled Adults Are the Problem.
What's in the box?
I don't know what that means. Adults are the problem with what? Oh, God, these fucking libs.
In my last video, I told you how adults are my problem, and I have to get them to take me seriously, which means...
Wait, say that again. Say that again. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second.
You keep using the word.
Hold on.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
Say it again.
In my last video, I told you how adults are my problem, and I have to get them to take me seriously, which...
I wonder why. See, and this is just before listening to the rest of it, because it's not going to be better than this part. The adults with fully formed human brains don't take you seriously because your TikTok handle says Mix G the Gentleman. So I guess you're a mix. You're pretending like that's some kind of prefix for a human being, MX. Like Most Extreme Challenge. That was a good show back in the day. Sir Mix-a-Lot. These are the only things that come to my mind. Mixing batter for a cake. You're a woman. We'll do one of these.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
So usually adults with fully formed human brains are not going to take this bullshit seriously. Probably why they aren't. So let's hear your complaint about that. Oh my God. Imagine just getting a job and like not having to worry about other people's thoughts. Just fucking get a fucking job.
Get them to take me seriously, which means I have to consistently remind people to take me seriously. I have to set up boundaries.
This is a fucking soundboard and a half. People don't take me seriously, so I have to take them to get me seriously because they don't take me seriously. Say something, please. Let's go.
People to take me seriously. I have to set up boundaries.
Oh.
If people do not use the correct pronouns, the correct language, the correct title, the correct name, then sometimes I am forced to remind them to. And if they continue to refuse, and I don't mean by accident, I mean to actively refuse, then I get to a point where I maybe have to cut them out of my life.
I'm sure they have lost many an hour of sleep over the fact that they don't have to deal with fucking you anymore. Holy shit.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
They're losing out. Losing out. Oh shucks. She cut me out of my of her life. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, no. Remember Kid Pics on like the earlier Macs? Oh, no. I need that soundboard. All right, let's go.
Kids, their brains are more elastic than that. They get it. They don't care.
Ah, because you program. They don't understand. They don't know the difference, so you lie to them. Ah, yes. Groomer's gonna groom. Keep on grooming. Keep on grooming, you sick fuck. Let's go.
What happened to your queer party friends?
Ah, yes. The kids don't care. They do care. They just don't know. They'll just smile and wave. They're in your control. Kids are malleable. That's right. They are elastic. You're a sick fuck.
They're just here for a good time. And the queer one?
What the fuck did you just say?
What the fuck is that?
I'm going to play that again. I did not expect that. Yeah, they don't know better. Did you say that? Did she just say that? Did she just say that?
Where I maybe have to cut them out of my life. Kids, their brains are more elastic than that. They get it. They don't care. They're just here for a good time.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
I'm sorry, what?
Kids, their brains are more elastic than that. They get it. They don't care. They're just here for a good time.
They're just here for a good time? That makes me want to vomit. That's some sick shit. That's some sick shit. How come all of their eyes are like glossed over? They're like sunken in, dark, just like vapid. Like there's nothing behind her eyes. Isn't that interesting? You notice that? How like all these videos, you just see there's like nothing. It's like looking into a doll. I got a soundboard. It's like a doll's eye.
You know the thing about a shark? He's got
what?
Lifeless eyes. Black eyes, like a doll's eye.
She has doll's eyes. It's like there's nothing there. It might as well be looking at like a Build-A-Bear. Like, what am I looking at? Just a soulless. Oh.
And the queer ones, they see me. And they saw me before I was ready to be seen.
Is this like the Sixth Sense or something? I see dead people. They see you? I mean, you're practically a ghost. Please get some sun. Vitamin D is really good for you. I cannot overstate that enough. What are you wearing, by the way?
So I do them a service now. And they call me Mix.
Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those feet? Oh my God.
Chicks will dig you. Or dudes,
Okay.
or whatever gender thing you're into.
What the fuck? Especially the queer ones. What? There's no queer kids. There's no queer kids. You know what there are? There are children that you feed into their delusion. You feed into their fantasies. Kids want to be firefighters, want to be astronauts, they want to be a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Kids will put their arms in their shirts and be like, "Rawr, I'm a T-Rex, mommy, look at me." Oh, look at T-Rex. We should get him some T-Rex top surgery. Let's just cut his fucking arms shorter. It makes as much sense as giving kids like puberty blockers or sex changes. So it's the same kind of nonsense. So another groomer, another pedophile that is sexually manipulating your children, psychologically abusing them. Very good. Was that an Australian accent or UK? It sounded a little... It sounded... I don't know. Gross. Sydney, what the fuck happened to using someone's fucking name? I don't know. So they call me Mix. I listen to this, I'm like... They call me Mix. They call me Mix.
On, man. Come on, man.
Dumb bitch accent. Australia? God damn it. Where's Annika? Annika, can you take care of this, please? Annika, can you get on that, please? What is going on down there? Where are they putting the kangaroo juice down there? What is happening? Come on now. Come on now. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. Someone didn't listen to enough Floyd. All right. It sounded a little Aussie, but there's been similar accents from the UK. They're taking that like English prisoner thing. They're taking that shit seriously, aren't they? Annika, you bet it's time to move. Why don't you come over? Come back to the Swole side. I don't think they can. I don't think they deserve you down there. I don't think they deserve you. Oh, my God. I thought you had ozone problems down there. She looks like a ghost. M. Night Shyamalan's going to be knocking on her door. He has a role for you. An upcoming thriller. All right. Just another mix in the wall. Oh, God. All right. This one, just by the title, I had to save it for the last. Okay? Just for the title, I had to save it for last. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Okay.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
All right. The Daily Swole. The Daily Swole gets better with age. Every episode just gets like a fine wine. Take a nice big old sniff. Delicious. Get a little Tainty Man reprieve. Aww. Do me a favor, brother. Do not fart for the last few minutes. I cannot handle it. He's been pretty good. All right, this last one is titled, you ready for this? You ready for this? It's called, I had to say this for last. It's called Lizzo is Fit. It's called Lizzo is Fit.
That's a huge bitch.
Lizzo is Fit. Here we go. There's a question sticker on TikTok on the screen, and it says, a fact that people can't accept. Is she going to say that Lizzo is fit? Let's listen to this.
I'll give you 3 facts. 1, sugar is not poison. 2, Lizzo is fit. Have you seen her perform? Do you know the training that goes into that? Please. And 3, if you still feel in any way justified to criticize someone else's appearance, that is simply because the person whose appearance you struggle with the most is your own.
Well, go fuck yourself first.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Let me ask you a question. One, what kind of hair product do you use? Because whatever it is getting into your scalp, and it's probably causing some irreversible toxic damage. So I would check that out. Sugar isn't poison. It is, but not in the context of fruit or actual whole foods. Processed sugar separated and isolated in large quantity absolutely is. There are many different types of sugar, and the artificial poison, garbage, trash, it absolutely is poison. Another reason why Lizzo is fucking obese, because she eats too much of it. Lizzo is fit. You see her perform? No, my God. I hope to never see her in any context, ever, as long as I can maintain that. I rarely have seen her, period, and I hope never to. Nobody's body requires your approval. Okay. So what this person is saying is you can't have an opinion because you're wrong if you say something that she doesn't like. So in other words, my opinion on this whole situation is in conflict with her. So she sounds very altruistic and very virtuous, but all in the context of I'm right and you're wrong. Me being wrong and her being right. Nobody's body requires your approval. Can someone unpack that for me? Because this says a lot of stuff. This says a lot. This is used a lot. Nobody's body requires your approval. Like, what does that mean? Honestly, what does that mean? Nobody's body requires your approval? Okay. Like, what are you talking about? Lizzo's going to be nasty whether I say she's fat or not. That's not going to determine whether or not she takes care of her health. Requires my approval? it doesn't require my approval. I'm giving my opinion and I'm welcome to it. You're welcome to your opinion and you're welcome to your, I don't know, 4 mocha choca frappa fucking chinos with 6 pumps of, I don't know, sugar-free garbage. Whatever the hell you're caffeinated with is in excess of the human limits, apparently. No one should talk that fast. So, I don't know, I guess stating the obvious here. Nobody's body requires your approval. Okay. So we can't have opinions on public figures anymore? I got a soundboard for you.
Go fuck yourself.
All right, excellent. Well done. Sounds like she needs some.
Because stickers?
It's usually sounds a little backed up there. Lizzo is fit. Yeah. Said I would say said no one ever, but said her. Jarella, Lizzo is all over TikTok eating piles of breaded, deep-fried vegan shit. Is that true? Is that right? We'll have to get some videos on that. She's just jealous she's not as healthy as Lizzo. Let's hit that soundboard one more time in case you missed it.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Oh. Yeah. Just like offensive linemen in the NFL are healthy. Just because they can move quickly doesn't mean that the 250 extra pounds of useless human weight on their body isn't taxing and causing them metabolic problems. Okay. All right. Sydney, I think the entire point of Yiddy is that Lizzo actually cannot fit into her clothes. Sydney, what in the actual fuck is Yiddy? What is that? Please do not tell me that that is a product. Now my memory kind of serves. Is that her? Is that what she could? Is that? I think Mama Swole mentioned that to me. Is that like a clothing line? Is that her brand or something? Is that what that is? What a stupid fucking name. Yiddy. Wants to be Kanye West so bad. Yeezy was taken. Yiddy. Well, if you're too fat to fit in clothes, just make your own clothing line. Solves the problem. Anytime you're justifying obesity, it's just disgusting. I got no respect for you.
Fucking people.
And guess what? I'm welcome to not have respect for that shit. So anyone that tells you that you can't have an opinion on someone, fuck you. I can have an opinion on whatever the hell I want. But you don't have to like it. And that's totally fine. You don't have to like my opinion. It's great. You don't like it? Fantastic. Are you waiting for me to care that you don't like my opinion? Are you waiting for me to give a shit? You're going to be waiting for quite some time. I don't care. You're welcome to your own opinion. You're welcome to an opinion that disagrees with my opinion. Great. We have more in common than we have different, right? We have something in common. We both disagree. Cool. Let's move on. That's it. Yiddy. Ah. God.
Ever served in a forward area?
Fuck. Let's give away that Swole card. That makes me just want to punch myself in the taint. Speaking of taint, let's get a little tainty man in here. Old tainty man.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
All right, time to give away this delicious Swole card. Here we go, beaches. Let's fucking go. Someone in these comments are Tainty Magooch. One of you is a Tainty Magooch. I'm going to find him. I didn't know Australians could be that pale. We got a winner, Elizabeth T. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh my God. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth, send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2293 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. Super awesome. Congratulations. I always love scrolling through. Like I do the scroll and I stop the mouse and I scroll, stop. I love seeing some of the questions that I missed during the stream. I see some of these fucking comments. It's frustratingly miss it during the show sometimes. All right. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Send us that email. Let's nut this beesh. What an amazing mancast. Tomorrow we'll be back here for another delicious show. And remember, fam, don't wait. Head on over to AskPapaSwolio.com. That's AskPapaSwolio.com. I'll put the link in the show notes down below. Head on over there and submit your question for the show. Would love to feature you in an upcoming episode. Go and submit. Takes 2 seconds. Ask your question. And this is actually extra awesome for those of you that are unable to be here live. You can submit your question and get it featured on the show. Fucking awesome. Thank you for everyone that did that. Super awesome. Again, AskPapaSwolio.com to get some knowledge cock. Serve me your question. I shall return it with the big old purple turple. Oh, yeah. You're welcome, Elizabeth. That's me. You got it. Thank you for playing. Tainted man. Yeah. We'll take some soundboard requests if you got them. A little Forrest Gump. I got you.
My name's Forrest Gump.
I got you.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
He nailed it. He nailed it.
Emotional.
He's on fire.
I am the danger.
This is Marjorie Stewart Baxter.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
And the Daily Swole loves you. The Daily Swole loves you right back. Oh.
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
Thank you very much, Vinny. And Delaram, thank you so much. Love the Daily Swole. Thank you. The Daily Swole loves all of you.
Emotional, damn it.
Crucifixion?
Crucifixion was good. Out of the door, line on the left, 1 cross each.
Oh, my sweetie. Sleep well, my little peppercorn. Papa is undefeated with that knowledge cock. Yet again, the piano cock strikes. Fam, thank you so much for being here. Reminder, yesterday's accountability meeting is available for listening. If you missed it, swolenormousx.com. Join the fam today. And like I mentioned a couple times, go on over to askpapaswolio.com to submit your question to be featured here on the show. Thank you, everyone that did that. And we'll see you mañana for episode 22. Nanda Quattro. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies.